Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.
All right, let's do this. Wednesday, KVJ After the Show Podcast. Hello, everybody. Yeah. Welcome. Welcome.
Thank you.
All right. Still got some more stuff to talk about here today. Got an email here. Kind of wrapping up a conversation that we had yesterday on the After the Show Podcast. We were talking a little bit about using the N-word in music, and somebody in the Big Brother house got in trouble for singing a song that had the N-word, and they sang right along with it, though they were white.
There's a white girl.
It a white girl.
Caitlin.
Yeah.
The biggest white girl name you can have.
She's 25-year-old life coach. She's seen it all. She's going to help you with your life.
Yeah.
She's crazy, but she made the show so good on Sunday. She's insane.
Yeah.
I love an
is,
insane girl.
Well, they pick them on purpose.
Yeah.
You know, and people were outraged that she sang the N-word and said, obviously, she's showing blatant racism and that shouldn't be tolerated. CBS, you need to yank her out of the house. And CBS, in a press release, said, quote, suck it. And, they're leaving her in there. And they say, hey, look, that kind of stuff happens. But, I mean, she's not the first person that stepped in it. And just in the last 3 months, I think it's maybe the third or fourth story I've heard of white girls singing songs with the N-word in it. A lot of songs today. It's not like something they were doing in the 90s. A lot of the new songs. In fact, that Chris Brown song, Freaky Friday, that's got the N-word all up in it.
I mean, there was definitely songs back when there was quite a bit.
Yeah. Absolutely, but it's still going on. And like I had said yesterday, just my rule and my warning to anybody, my white compadres out there, stay away from it. Don't sing it. Don't say it. Just can't. Don't take on the fight. It's not even worth it.
To my brothers with little color, do not say it. You're just going to step in a pile. Why would you want to make people upset? It's different.
But I did pose the question. I'm like going, okay, as we continue to blend more in cultures, ethnicities, and all that kind of stuff, which I highly encourage and I think is fantastic and only good for mankind.
Kevin, really? Mankind? It's humankind.
You're right.
You did.
Yeah. What happens when you get somebody if they're 50% black, 30% black, 10% black? Are you allowed to use the N-word then? Because I just, it said that yesterday in the story that I've heard is, even some hip-hop artists have said, look, we've reclaimed the N-word, and we've made it something that is culturally positive now for us.
Can Tiger Woods say it?
Yeah, he's 50-50. It's a great question. Yeah, so I don't know, because, you are going to have different versions of that, and there was somebody that was taking, I think...
Issue.
Issue, yes, thank you for that. Taking issue with one of the comments that I had made about that, and to clarify, they said, I said your comment was stupid that you had made, and when I said that, I was referring to the very first comment you made about not being black enough because of the different skin tones within the ethnic group. Being ethnic, that question doesn't make sense. If you're ethnic, no matter the skin tone. Your skin tone isn't what makes you any more ethnic than another. So no, that comment didn't make sense when you first asked it. Well, I don't think you fully understand exactly, what I'm saying, or maybe I should preface by saying I've seen a lot of stories, documentation, even seen it firsthand and had conversations with people that are black, and there, oddly enough, is a little bit of prejudice within even the black community on people who are very dark skin tone and very light skin toned. And you continue to have that, whereas somebody does have a little bit of Caucasian in them, that they will be a little bit lighter skin toned. And there is even some prejudice that happens there. So that was exactly what I was saying. Now, I'm not saying Spanish or whatever, and maybe you're Spanish and you don't see that, but that has actually been an issue in the black community, is people of different skin colors, there is prejudice that happens. So that's what I was trying to explain with my comment yesterday.
It really is something how obsessed everybody is with race. If everyone was the same color, if all of a sudden,
wouldn't that be a much better scenario?
But here's the thing, though, which would suck. Eventually, humans are going to find another reason to hate each other and find separation. So let's say we take away color and gender. Everyone's the same. Now it's going to be, well, you're old and I'm young. And then, okay, let's make everyone the same age. It's going to be, well, you live up north and I live down south. Since the beginning of time, humans, for some fucking reason, love to separate. And I don't get it.
Yeah, no, it's been going on forever, and I really don't understand why. And it would be very awesome if we could get over it. And skin color, hair color, eye color, I don't even see what the difference is between any of those three categories, and why we chose skin color as a reason to make any kind of barriers against each other. I have no idea. So, but anyway, I still stand by my question, and I know you think it's stupid, but I do not. So.
And Kevin's still a dick.
Well, it won't be the last stupid thing you hear coming out of these microphones.
Well, sometimes when you're talking about, we're talking about serious issues here, sometimes you can misspeak on something. It doesn't make you a bad person. Doesn't make you stupid.
Yeah. It makes
just
you...
means that's what happens sometimes in a conversation.
You're inquisitive.
And I'll even say that I don't think I misspoke. I totally phrased it the way I meant to say it.
Totally.
That's exactly what I was talking about. So I still disagree with you. But, you know, that's fine. You don't have to write another email and explain yourself in great length. I don't agree that it was a stupid comment.
We can disagree and still be friends.
Absolutely. That's fine.
Jay Bird and I do it every hour.
We really don't agree on a lot.
Let's see here. Somebody else has stepped in it, and it just seems silly. Have you seen those signs that are around that, I can't remember what they are. I've seen them at some off-ramps on the highway. It's about kava, and it's like God hates beer or something like that. Drink kava or whatever. And I'm like, what?
No, I haven't seen that.
And then I saw a quick blurb that they were posting them out front of Saltwater Brewery.
What?
Yeah, I guess trying to get attention. Somebody did a write-up. I mean, it was just kind of a stupid thing for a story, but apparently it's this Kava Sutra Kava Bar. I think it's in Lake Worth. They've got a couple different locations, and they're just trying to be edgy and, you know, get attention and this and that.
Attack beer because beer's so popular right now.
I don't know, I guess.
Maybe they're going after the big dog, trying to make some waves for kava. To kava, I would say, make your shit taste better.
I don't know anything about it. It's just, you know, I guess.
Have you had it?
No.
I have, and it kind of tastes a little assy to me.
Yeah.
How do you know what ass tastes like?
Well,
okay.
Well, they say it's a muddy brown drink, so it sounds like residual poop water.
It is assy.
There's the assy.
They say it's made from the crushed roots of the kava plant and produces a mild sedative effect. So I guess that's what they're saying. Drink our ass water and you'll get a buzz.
Well, sedative is not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for an upper. So right now, if you're coming at me with this kava juice that's going to chill me out, I'm looking to get squirrely and frisky. It does not work for me.
Okay. They've got 5 South Florida locations, and they serve their kava in coconut shells, the Kava Sutra Kava Bar. Well, you can argue that, hey, there's no such thing as bad publicity. I don't know.
That's not true. If someone's not okay, Virginia gets arrested and she's been diddling cows and well, blowing cows, and that's good press.
But here's the thing that I'd argue with that is sometimes, yes, you can get awareness. Like I wasn't aware really of maybe I've heard of the kava and I've heard of the kava. Maybe I've even heard of Kava Sutra Kava Bar. But it hasn't really imprinted on me. But yeah, after this latest story, I'm aware of it. But this story and your attack on beer and your description and what you're doing here to get attention doesn't do anything to make me want to go there. In fact, I'm less likely to go there than if somebody had been like, hey, go check this place out. Word of mouth. They'd be like,
because
okay,
you're
maybe
attacking something he loves.
You're attacking something I love.
And he's getting a little defensive. He does have a big Palm Beach Summer Beer Fest coming up on the 21st.
And he's got new fucking hair.
Yeah. But it's the latest thing they've done that they've taken some heat about. Now, they announced a ladies' night special for Monday night on their Instagram.
Okay.
And they wrote, quote, hashtag slams tonight for chicks only. Chicks means born with a vagina. You must have ovaries. Women get $hashtag shells for 1 minute tonight at 1 a.m. at hashtag Kava Sutra Kava Bar, all locations. Well, some Instagrammers, of course, were accusing
Outraged.
Kava Sutra of transphobia because of that, saying, no, you basically got to have a vagina. Gotta have ovaries.
And you got to
If
put
you
it on
wanna
the
get it for
bar
ladies'
and
night.
prove it.
Well, that bar, they know what they're doing. They're stirring it up because they know they're gonna get some shit going
Yeah.
on.
So the question is, did they stir it up enough or they stirred up too much? Now, they shot back when somebody said, oh, transphobia. They said, look, the point of ladies' night is to get ladies in the door so the men can bang them. If there's no vagina, then they don't qualify because they don't benefit the business and the plan. So that was the response they had.
Yeah, they're gonna get heat for that, and they want the heat.
I don't like Kava, but I like their marketing. I think they're smart.
Okay. Well, it's
they're
getting
gonna
attention.
they're gonna ruffle some feathers, and they know that.
But they don't care.
So their response was they deleted both the original post and the reply,
Aw.
but they've now jokingly claimed that their account was hacked.
That's the wuss way. All right, never mind. I thought I liked what they were doing. They don't have any balls.
There was another restaurant here locally during the campaign, or it was either right after Trump won or during the whole run, and they were trying to say make America's food taste great again. It was something, a play on the whole "Make America," and it that alone
Didn't go over well,
And,
huh?
and they were like, "We don't give a shit. We're selling sandwiches, and people are still coming, and it's getting people talking about us." And there was a big fucking going back and forth and
arguing, fighting. When really, sandwiches need to bring us the fuck together.
There's so much separation. It's
agree.
really quite troubling. That's why I'm so glad I have close friends who I love and
that don't care about politics,
Yeah.
or care to fight about politics, or have like all these opinions that they try to shove down your throat and yell at you. Like, let's talk about fun stuff, y'all.
It's insane.
It is insane. Oh, here's something else maybe you might want to try. Pineapple juice.
It's supposed to be good, and I'm not trying to be crass here. It's supposed to be good for your cum.
Well, there's an ingredient in it called bromine, I think is what it's called.
Okay.
Bromine. And it's supposed to be very anti-inflammatory. So
For your cum?
for your body in general. I don't know about your cum. I don't know about your bad tasting cum.
My
that
cum
you're trying to get rid
is your
of.
cum swollen?
Well, I've always heard a little pineapple. Oh yeah, makes it real sweet. That's what I've heard.
Well, Kim Kardashian has asked her followers to Google the benefits of pineapple juice. And everybody thinks that it's supposedly because it makes a woman's nether region smell and taste better.
Well, I thought it was the cum.
I have cum too.
You're right. You do.
Do I need to put my leg up and show you?
But I should be a little bit more specific. Semen.
Well, I think we all have juice.
We do.
You may just spit a little bit more of it than me, but we all have it.
No, but that's like a universal thing, though. You've heard that before. Pineapple is supposed to help
Yes.
men in general,
I have.
their sperm.
I've heard that. I don't know if that's medically true, but I know medically it's an anti-inflammatory thing too. And they tell you a lot of times after surgery, I know because I've had a few surgeries, you're supposed to take that bromine, and it's in pineapple.
I mean, the chat room's a buzzing with, yeah, it makes cum taste great.
Prove it.
Pineapple cum, huh?
Pineapple cum. Vodka's now making it. Grey Goose.
That sounds great. Yeah, new for your pina coladas.
It's better than like, I think if you smoke ciggies, your cum like tastes like ciggies.
There are ways to make your there's ways to make your
Really?
Well, there's things girls can do too that they can put in their body that makes their basement smell like a dead gremlin, if you know what I mean.
Really?
Yeah, there's things you can put in your body that make your
Bad veg foods, basically. They have a list of that?
They do.
They do. Well, if your pH levels tend to get a little yeasty, you should not have a diet high in sugar because that causes it to grow and then that causes it to be stanky. So you got to watch your sugar, girls. If you're having a lot of issues down there, it may be your sugar.
Okay, this is what they said. Some of the things you got to be careful that can make your vagina smell not very delightful. They've got certain beers, certain coffees, certain alcohol, asparagus, dairy, onions, well, onion puss.
Oh, that's gnarly.
Oh my God. I got to stop reading this.
Yeah, you
Seafood.
do.
It says seafood.
I know it does. I was getting to that, but then I
Yeah.
almost
Oh my gosh. Virginia loves seafood.
I promise you, my stuff's on point.
Oh, she loves onions and she loves alcohol and beer. Oh, what's
Curry
going
and garlic. red meat,
Oh, man.
dairy products.
So everything.
No, there's 8. They listed 8.
8 things that can make 8.
I think I love 7 of the 8.
You do.
Everything except coffee. And I'll drink coffee from time to time.
But I think you're right, though. I think it's something with the pH balance. I think
It
everyone's
is.
different. They're born with
Everybody is
things.
different. I know some of my girlfriends. I know one of my girlfriends. Her pH is so sensitive in her vagina that she can't even use like a body wash that has any kind of scent or chemicals, or she can only use Ivory soap on her puss because otherwise the thing just goes all wacky and she throws her pH off. So
Really?
it is. You know what it is? It's like a petri dish down there, and you got to be careful what you expose it to because good bacteria, bad bacteria, they can both grow.
That's why you should never ride a horse just with your vagina. You should always
Just
have,
with your vagina?
Well, you know.
So what? You just like you hang out in the barn and you put your vagina on a horse?
You know what I meant.
You got a long vagina if you can pull that move off.
I don't know if this list interests you guys. Maybe it does. I know it
Send her around a derby track?
Do you want to hear this list, Kev?
What you got?
What foods make a woman wetter? Do you want to know? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm curious.
Little cranberry juice.
Okay.
Yogurt, sweet potatoes, garlic. Garlic makes women wetter? Soy, they're saying, avocados, apples, almonds, pumpkin seeds, and hot chili. Ooh,
Hot chili.
chili.
hot chilies, I should say.
Hot chilies. Okay.
It makes your pussy smell great, but it makes you fart like an animal.
Yeah, don't go down there because if she's eating chili,
I don't know if
you're real close to the
Yeah.
brown starfish.
if you're eating chili, maybe we're not going to go downtown tonight.
Yeah. I guess there was a Kardashian episode where they tested the smell theory of their vaginas several years
course.
ago, and they were smelling each other's vaginas.
Really?
Now, I guess Kim had the best smelling.
Of course she did.
Guess
And
who smelled worse?
She Instagrammed it out.
Who smelled worse?
I don't know. I got my odds on
Did they-
favorite.
Did they say who smelled worse, or they just said who smelled
I don't
best?
know.
I know who Kevin's favorite. I know the one you're talking.
I didn't watch it. They had a clip of it, and I'm like, oh, God, I can't watch this garbage.
Fuck that show. Man.
Yeah, I couldn't do it. No, I was like, wow, okay. And I think they'd like done some kind of schwab or something like that, and they're going
Schwab.
smelling each other's. Yeah. I'm
Look,
like,
the
wow,
ladies
man,
in-
they're really hard up to get some viewers, huh?
The chat room, they're
I guess
all.
we pissed in her face though, so
We did piss on her face. Someone wants to see that video again.
I know.
I told you guys, you got to play
They're
that
trying to
out
prove it,
live somewhere. You can't really put that on YouTube, but if you sell that like, hey, coming up at the whatever Friday night, we're going to show you the piss in our face video that we've never shown anywhere publicly. People like me that are deranged in the head will come, and they will come in big numbers.
Oh, you know, we're going to get the Port St. Lucie crowd. We're going to get the pizzle.
I don't mean come like that.
Pizzle.
Take it to the pizzle. I think you
Oh,
get more numbers.
You kidding me? Motherfuckers will start pissing in their face. I mean, a big piss fest up in the pizzle. And those are my people.
There would be. The whole crowd start pissing in their own faces.
I guarantee you, there are going to be people that watch that video and then go home and try it.
Of course.
Because it's fun.
And those are the people that I want to hang out with on a Friday night.
As gross and as fucked up as it was such great fun.
Bonding.
It was great fun.
I had a blast till I shut my eye.
That was like a month into Denny's being on the show.
Which one of you accidentally laughed and opened their mouth and
I did.
pissed
That's
in
the
their
king.
mouth?
That's the big guy.
Okay.
I couldn't believe it because he had me
Learn
so
from-
convinced that you couldn't piss in your own face.
Learn from Kevin. It can be done, and when you're doing it, don't laugh because
Don't laugh.
you will open your mouth and piss in your own mouth.
And he was so surprised. Oh gosh, I can't believe it.
It's tough.
It's such a good video. They're in Kevin's backyard, so there's so much awesomeness about
We're
it.
trying to avoid
and my
the
wife's
clean.
like washing dishes at the sink. She's like, what are they
There's
doing?
people in his
Yeah.
house, and they're in the backyard, and they have like glass sliding doors.
She's just sitting there like watching us calmly, like pissing in our faces.
It's so weird because there's been ideas that's been turned down with Kevin, and I'm like, there's no way Kevin's gonna. I'm like, holy shit, we're in Kevin's back and we're pissing in our faces.
You got one by the goalie.
I really
Yes.
didn't think it. I didn't think it'd work.
I didn't think you would let us do that.
This is how greatness
Yeah.
happens.
That was very early into our RMF run, by the way.
Yeah, it
You could
was.
tell we had been fired and we weren't thinking.
But their morning show took a 180.
I mean, think about their morning show before us.
Jennifer Ross would never piss in her own face.
No.
I mean, RMF used to be so
Yeah,
well
they had
respected.
Couth.
It used to be really classy.
It was.
It was. It's respected.
I remember hearing things. Oh, you never hear that on RMF. Now RMF, different kind of animal. We come over here. It's fucking just the worst.
I am proud of the people that used to listen to RMF that stuck around and then have changed with us. Those are the darkness people that I enjoy.
All 8 of you, we appreciate it.
Just looking into the chat room, apparently I made some people cringe when I said make people wetter.
Therese from Hilton Head, South Carolina said, hey, I'm catching up on the podcast. I heard that you had to roto-rooter out your pipes. But why are y'all still pooping in the yard? How long this? We're not. How long this whole ordeal outlast?
It was just that morning.
Yeah, just that morning. Yeah. So it was just. It started on Friday night, and it went. The reason why we'd had a problem was it wasn't until like Saturday morning, late morning, that we got roto-rooter over there. But somebody had the call of nature in the middle of the night, and they're like, no place was open, and they really had to dump. So they put a Publix bag in the toilet and just shit away, but they had to hold their piss. So.
Do you ever get woke up in the middle of the night by a Duke?
From
when you're sleeping? I don't ever have that happen to me.
Never.
I sleep in peace. I don't think I've ever had my poopy cramps I've had.
Yeah, that's a little different.
If you're sick.
Yes.
But just like a regular number 2, I've never had that happen.
Peeing, yes. If you have a piss boner, you have a boner, you have to pee. It's not. You don't get that, Virginia. Waking up with a boner and have to pee, it's kind of rough.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Right, Kevin?
Yes. So rough. Let me see. Chris B. in Boca said, I always wonder when I hear the whacked out news song, is Jason saying effing in the nude?
No, fighting in the nude.
Fighting in the nude, not effing in the nude.
Not fucking in the nude. We can't say that. As much as I'd love to put that in there.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's fighting.
Fighting in the nude.
You could do farting, too. I mean, either one would play, but it's fighting.
K-Job sent an email and said, hey, if you had the chance to do carpool karaoke with any artist in the world, who would you choose and what song
Ooh, that's a good one.
would you pick to sing with them? Uh-huh. One artist, one song. What would that song be?
I think I would go Mariah Carey just because I've loved her for so long and she's so sassy. Not only musically does she fascinate me, but the person fascinates me. And I would probably do Touch My Body.
Okay. Touch My Body.
That's my favorite Mariah Carey song.
So I would go Billy Joel because no, I don't. Billy Joel, but I don't think I would do my favorite song because it's more of a B-side. I would probably do something a little bit more popular that people would know because it's going to be televised, or is it just like a personal thing?
I think it's it could be televised. I mean, but I think it's mainly for the enjoyment of like, oh, no way, I'm in the car with this person singing this song.
Billy Joel, Summer Highland Falls.
Yeah. Okay, that'd be yours. Yeah, I don't know. Gosh, man, I was thinking about this the other day. It's really kind of sad because when I was growing up, I had artists that were my definite favorites, and I was a lot more solid on songs that I absolutely loved. And now it's kind of weird. I mean, I like a lot of different artists, but I'm not like that passion level. Like, growing up, Kiss when I was early teens, and Van Halen was up there. Some of my favorites for a while. I was like, oh my gosh, yeah.
Yeah, I feel the same way.
Doubt.
There's certain bands or artists I loved growing up, and now when they come on my iPod, I always immediately hit the next song. I'm just burned.
Yeah, there's a couple songs that I love to sing, and I always listen to them, like Oasis. They've got a couple songs that I just love singing, but I don't know. Like, I
think about that though. Liam and his brother, him and Noah, both in the car together.
It'd be interesting.
They might start fighting.
I kind of think they're both dick faces. So
yeah, I'm kind of trying to avoid.
Awesome.
Yeah,
they fight so dirty. It's awesome.
They do. It kind of annoys me though.
You like that shit? I'm trying to get away from motherfuckers yelling at each other.
I like well thought out jabs, and those two place the best jabs on each other. Square in the face.
They do. They do. So,
physically and verbally.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to be in a car with either one of them.
I do. That'd be fun.
Yeah. I really like the Death Cab for Cutie, Soul Meets Body. That's a fun little tune that I always kind of like sing along to. But yeah, I don't know. Nothing's really jumping out at me. I wish I had a better answer.
What about Barry Manilow, Mandy? Would you?
Oh,
That'd
man.
be kind of awesome.
That would be kind of cool, but can I take Barry back 30 years?
You cannot.
Okay.
You have to take Barry as he is now.
Because Barry's like 80 and he's trying to look 20, and it kind of freaks me out. So, yeah.
There's a certain age you just need to say, all right,
Yeah,
I'm just older.
Barry,
it's
just
okay.
be like, hey, you really need to look. Yeah, it's odd. So, yeah, that would kind of weird me out, too. So, I don't know. Yeah, what would be that song? Oh, you know what? I know. It'd probably be a Zach Brown song, like Chicken Fried.
Really? You would put that bullshit? That's what you do?
Because I can sing that song well. I like that song, and yeah, he's a cool dude. Like, I think I would really actually enjoy him. And I was thinking, like, Foo Fighters, like Dave Grohl, I think is a really cool, because I'm thinking about people I'd love to be like, oh, gosh, I'm in the car with Dave Grohl, or I'm in the car with Zach Brown. Both those guys, even a Kenny Chesney, I'm like, I really like those guys. I'd be like, I'm in the car with this guy. It's so cool. And those songs I can kind of sing along to.
I'd rather take a carpool ride with stir fry.
Oh, yeah, I bet you would, yeah. Well, it's Chicken Fried.
I just hate that
Stir
term.
fry.
Yeah, it's like, wait, I don't know what
Chicken. What's the difference?
One's Southern dish and one's Southern
Asian.
Ooh.
It's kind of a big difference.
I'm like,
Huge.
I'm not real well versed.
I'm not real well. Just leave it at that.
Let me see here. Got an email from Melissa. Said, hey, thanks, guys, for being willing to give us suggestions about our 2-week honeymoon. Just to give you some more specifics, our trip's going to be from Marco Island to West Palm to Jupiter to Cocoa Beach and then to Orlando. We're going to have 2 extra days to see where else we would want to go. Our interests are food, of course. My fiance would love to try some breweries. The water stuff would be amazing to try, and we would love places where we can relax. We're honestly open to really anything. Hope that helps you guys give us more suggestions. So hopefully be in West Palm on a Friday so we could catch you guys at Cocktails and Karaoke. We'd love to meet the people that always know how to make us laugh, especially during all the stress of planning a wedding. Virginia, if you have any suggestions for that, too, that'd be amazing. Use any help I could get. From Melissa, okay, so they're going to go Marco Island. I think I've only been there like once.
Yeah, I don't know that area.
No, I was there once. I stayed on somebody's house, and they had a pool, so we never left, and I didn't really see the town. But it didn't look like there was much of a town to really like go and bar hop at. But we were... so we didn't venture out. We stayed at the house. To West Palm, obviously got that Jupiter. Cocoa Beach, and then to Orlando. Okay, so that area. West Palm breweries, yeah, for him, I'll handle those real quick. You got to go with Due South. They're right next to Copper Point, and Nobo is right there, all within like 100 yards of each other. They're in Boynton Beach. You got Matthews Brewing in Lake Worth, which is absolutely fantastic, which I would recommend. West Palm Brewery is cool. You got Twisted Trunk in Palm Beach Gardens that is fantastic to go to.
You got Tequesta Brewing Company up by me.
Yeah.
Love it.
Going to be heading up that far, and a couple other breweries that are kind of getting ready to open up. And then there's also just places, too, that aren't necessarily breweries, but they got a really good beer selection. So you got that to check out. Things to do on the water, right up there, Guanabanas. You can do some paddleboarding kind of like stuff. It's easy to get, and you don't have to have like a boat to jump in and kind of do that. We'd talked about that before, and Jaybird, you'd even said out there at MacArthur Beach State Park.
Yeah, J.D. MacArthur Park. I love it there. I think it's so peaceful.
Good little place to do that and go chill. Places on the water, everything from like the Key Lime House and Lake Worth is very cool that you can go and check out right on the water. A couple different places there. So
The O.
Yes, absolutely. They got a good beach bar there. You don't have to stay there, do you, to go to the beach bar?
You can roll right up and go eat poolside. You can go have cocktails. What I would encourage you to do is explore that property. You can do the same thing. The O is gorgeous. You can do the same thing at a lot of the beachfront hotels. They have restaurants, they have bars, they have really high-end atmosphere, and you'll feel really fancy just walking around with a drink in your hand.
Food-wise, what is that really good seafood place in Jupiter? It's kind of in the strip mall. It's right there.
That would be
something lunch.
Leftovers.
Yeah.
There's another place in that area too that's like critically people love it. The Shack, something Shack.
Food Shack and Leftovers. They're owned by the same people.
Okay.
And they're really good.
Okay.
Yeah, people love that Food Shack, man.
Pretty solid place.
Every time someone's like, if you're in Jupiter, always go to Food Shack. I'm like, I know where it's at. I'll be
Food Shack, leftovers, really good food. Evo, great food in Tequesta.
Guanabana is where you can do the paddleboarding. You can go there and get daytime cocktails, go across the way, Square Grouper, and they've got a couple places right in that area. It's all pretty good. So a couple suggestions for you there. Engineer Keith said, hey, I know you guys are kidding, but I made a Who's in My Mouth trophy. Virginia said that you need one after Jaybird announced that it was okay for random people to put things in his mouth. I did not design this. I found the design online.
Who's in my mouth?
What? Was I drunk?
Or what's in my mouth?
Wasn't it what's in my mouth? Was it what's in my mouth? And I think we're going to start with the letter D.
This is a real bit? When are we doing this? Wait, what the shit is this?
He's riding high off the success of the hot dog slushy in sudden death.
By the way, that was fucking miserable. I have not felt right since.
Yeah,
you're not gonna feel right for a couple hours.
I know no one gives a shit because they didn't get it, but it sucks that nobody fucking cares.
I thought for sure it'd be Denny's. I mean, he drew a 4. That's a low card.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I have a knack for. Someone's like, it's rigged. I agree. I think it's fucking rigged. Too.
I don't think it's rigged. We pick our own card. Fate's in your hands. Mm-hmm. If you need me to use my witchy ways to help you,
I need nothing from you.
I saw that Apple is going to discontinue the iPhone X and the iPhone SE. Great, I just got the iPhone X. Is that bad for me, or what does that mean?
I don't know. I think it means they're just going to start working on the X1 or 11.
Okay, I guess maybe they're just going to...
yeah, they're not going to stop servicing yours. They're moving on to build a new one.
They're going to be focusing on their upcoming smartphones, the iPhone 9, 11, and the iPhone 11 Plus. Okay.
Let me guess. I'm going to have to fucking get new headphones because the jack's going to be the shape of a fucking rectangle or something.
Yeah. They go jackless now.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
They go jackless.
I think it's kind of the thing, and they're trying to get to that, right?
So
the Bluetooth and all that.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
They're a bunch of jackasses. Jackless.
I think that's where it's going.
I'm thinking about jumping ship. This is the part where I talk shit about Apple, complain, bitch, and never make the change.
And then do nothing about it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. This is kind of a cool little innovation. Snapchat is developing a visual image search that lets you point your camera at an item to see it on Amazon. A code hidden in the Snapchat's Android app shows that the company may be prepping a camera search feature. The feature would be able to identify products, barcodes, and songs once users take a photo with Snapchat's camera. That's kind of cool. You'd just be able to point your camera and stuff. It's kind of like, how you can identify a song.
Yeah.
Imagine that. It'll come up. You'd be like, well, how much is that? And you'd that'd be cool to point that at a car. Be like, hey, how much that thing cost? There's a lot of stuff I always want to know the prices too.
Do that to boobs. How much do those boobs cost? But then you can't do that. So don't do that.
Not anymore.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's right. Not in this environment.
But if your friend said, you know what, Virginia, let me just see how much those cost, and they did that. Is that what you're saying? That's the technology?
Yeah, I think that'd be kind of it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
How much you boobs cost to get usually?
Low end, $5,000. Higher end, if you need more technical work, shall we say, 6 or 7.
But I thought that'd be so much more money than that. $7,000's the most, pretty much.
It's been a while since I priced them. I know for a straight up breast aug, where they just do a little incision, pop a fake boob in there, and sew you up. It's not that complicated. Now, when you get into issues like I had, the clinical term is saggy tit. You have to have them reduced, which means they cut out and they piece it back together like a jigsaw.
Okay.
Hot.
Yeah. Learning some stuff here.
I'm so glad I asked.
Yeah.
That's it.
On that note,
I killed the podcast.
We end with saggy tits?
Yeah. Saggy tits, I want to hear no more.
They're not saggy anymore, so happy ending.
Okay, that is good.
Oh, man, that was such a sad ending.
All right, got anything you want to throw into the show? You can email us and let us know. Mail@kvjshow.com, mail@kvjshow.com. Have a good day. Good.
Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.